Natalya is back in WWE. She made her return in Calgary, and it didn't take her long to throw Vincent Kennedy McMahon under the bus. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling. Natalya just back, and the first thing she wanted to do was take a dig at McMahon. She threw him under the bus, and at this point, he's been thrown under that bus by so many wrestlers over the past 2 years. McMahon is literally roadkill. Everyone just has got nothing nice to say about him. They bury him, and that big-nosed Triple H just lets it fucking happen.
He lets it happen. He welcomes back Brett. I mean, even the way they hugged each other, man, it's like, yeah, I hate you, but I hate you too. But yeah, we're here to bury Vince McMahon. Then Natalya embraces Brett after the match. They're all just bitter. But McMahon's the man. It's in his name.
It's his company. I don't care if he's not there anymore.
No, it's a fucking disgrace.
WWE, it's McMahon.
It's McMahon.
It's not TKO, it's not Triple H, it's not any of these fucking tosspots. WWE belongs to McMahon. I think it should just go out of business.
No, and what infuriates me more, see everybody that's coming out and saying these things like Natalya and the millions others about McMahon, they didn't say it to his fucking face, did they? They're cards. They're actual cards.
Even like Randy, no, it's the only guy that hasn't, Cena. Cena's loyal to a T. I respect Cena.
Big John.
Until the day he comes out and turns his back on McMahon, but he's already said he loves him. But nah, man, see these current wrestlers, even wrestlers that maybe are not from the current generation, but are in this current, they wouldn't have cut it back in the day, man. They didn't have the fucking minerals to work full time and do house show after house show and put up with the shit that wrestlers are. See, back when wrestlers were fucking men, see now they all want to be cuddled and be praised and we're one big happy family. Like, see these wrestlers that they wouldn't have lasted in the 80s and the 90s.
Nope.
They would have fucking quit after 2 weeks and went home crying to their mummy. That's a fact. Anyway, Natalya is back. She was on the Growing Up Phonetic podcast. I don't know who hosts that podcast.
Not many of them grew up.
Yeah, most of them are dead, so I don't know who hosts it. Guess that's something they have in common with the Hearts. I don't know. But she was on that podcast anyway, and she said the following about returning to WWE. She says, quote, "I made my return back to the ring and I took the summer off. I was working on a couple of projects, but we're back in Calgary, and that's where my family started. My grandfather started Stampede Wrestling and built the Hart legacy in this city, so it was so cool to be able to make my re-debut in WWE. Back in Calgary, my whole family was there. Bret Hart was on Raw. Then, I was able to win my match for my team, and it's just so cool. It is so cool. It's always nice being back home." End of quote. So that's what Natalya first of all said about her return, about her match. It's cool to be back home. She had time off doing projects, whatever. She talks about her grandfather starting Stampede Wrestling and building what the Hart legacy built in this city and all that stuff. And look, I'm not going to bury the Hearts, and we've just like mentioned the Hearts and the phonetics in the same sentence. But do you think it's strange that in terms of like mainstream, like the phonetics are probably, it's a bigger name than the Hearts?
Yeah, it probably is. That big movie that came out with MJF in it.
Would you disagree?
I would say it's pretty. I mean, obviously in Canada, the Hearts are the Hearts, but yeah, I agree. I think everybody's almost heard of the phonetics name.
I mean, even remember in that game, the Legends of Wrestling, it's like the phonetics were like the big, like they were like one of the main sellers of it. Like the main eventers in the game.
Yeah, I don't like. Well, I mean, I say don't like. I'm not personally, but I never cared for the phonetics.
No, I never got the appeal. But see the Hearts, like they kind of strike me as like the indie family.
Yeah.
The nerd family,
the better family,
the technical wrestling family. They weren't superstars though.
No, they weren't. Natalya just living off Pat. Oh, my granddaddy set this up.
Not that I'm saying the phonetics were superstars, but I do think it's strange that the phonetics are probably more mainstream than the Hearts. Yeah, I'd put the Hearts above them because I think the Hearts just accomplished more.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, the worst Heart's probably better than the best phonetic.
But when you hear
that's Natalya.
But when you're talking about like names, like the names and like the phonetic name's probably one of the top names.
No, probably is
in the wrestling industry.
No.
Which is strange because I don't think they've done anything.
Just because they died. I'm convinced if none of them died, no one would care.
Anyway, I always thought the phonetics. I've always thought it was weird how like popular the phonetics were and how like mainstream the name was in comparison to how little they achieved.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't really make much sense to me. Like I said, they got a whole movie over them, and you know that's more than what most people get.
No, absolutely.
And I don't know if the phonetics are movie worthy, but whatever. Right, then Natalya went on to talk about her new boss and how he's so much better than the old boss. And she said, quote, I took a little time off this summer and the company was so great about it. They were like, take as much time as you need. It's really changing so much in the best way and the culture is so different now. Our boss, Triple H, he is such a cool boss. I just recently got eye surgery to correct astigmatism in my eye and I need a little bit of time off to get that done. He's like, go get your eyes fixed. He's like, don't even worry about it. He's like, take care of yourself. And it was like, it's just so cool to have a boss that's human. I was saying to my husband the other day, working with Triple H over the last year has been such a breath of fresh air because he was also a wrestler, so he knows all about what it's like. You're pitching a storyline and you're going through a hardship at home, or he has 3 daughters as well, so he knows about handling girls. Girls are different than guys. We're emotional. We overthink things. He's a really cool boss. I really like working for him and with him, and it's just been such a breath of fresh air. End of quote. Now, before we talk about the whole it's nice to have a boss that's human quote, right? Natalya says dealing with girls is different than guys. She said we're more emotional and we overthink things, right? Now, I'm not going to dispute what Natalya said there, but I think that's like something that she has to say. That's like something that's acceptable in 2024 if a female says it about themselves.
Yep.
But see if a guy came out and said, like, see if...
Like, she's saying that, well, that's what Triple H thinks. See, you're right. Only a woman can say that.
See if Natalya was dealing with, like, a family problem or something, and McMahon came out and says, oh, you girls are emotional and overthink things. He'd be getting hounded, you know, he'd be getting bashed to fuck.
Been like taking a shite and talk to somebody.
But Natalya comes out and says it, and it's just strange, man. Like the context of the way things are said, it's like it's pretty much like only a female could come out and criticize themselves like that.
Yeah, no, pretty much. But
because I don't think that's necessarily true. I mean, not like you probably get a lot of fucking bitchy guys on the roster.
Of course you do.
But like, it's just weird that Natalya can come out and say something about she can generalize all the women, and that's fine. But God forbid if a McMahon or a Johnny Laurinaitis.
Also, Triple H has got 3 daughters. I know one of them went to college, right? But I mean, he's got 3 daughters. They're probably all like 10 years old. Bit different than a 40-year-old Botox face bastard in Natalya.
Yeah. So let's get into the comment here. Says it's just so cool to have a boss that's human. I mean. Say what you want, that's a dig. That's basically saying McMahon's not human.
He's a devil.
That's saying McMahon's a monster and whatnot. And honestly, man, I don't know how because am I wrong for thinking up until this whole Jarrell Grant thing, right? Which again, we say in every feed it was consensual and she was happy to get the money, she was happy to do it. Did Triple H not love McMahon? Did they not have a good relationship? Yeah. Or is Triple H always hated the guy? I'm beginning to wonder because I just think it's strange over the past like couple of years how like all these wrestlers and WWE have come out and they've like bashed McMahon, said all these horrible things. Like Bret Hart said in an interview a couple weeks ago that he wishes McMahon would die and go to hell and all this shit. And Triple H just bring this guy to Raw.
Yeah, I don't get it.
I understand like Triple H ain't going to come out and say, oh, Janelle Grant deserved to be shit on. I mean, I get that. Like, I totally accept that. He's, you know, and I accept that Triple H might be like, oh, come on, father-in-law, I can't believe you. That's a bit sick. I can't believe you like shitting him. I get that. But it's almost like, the way we've seen things transpire over the past, it's almost like Triple H hates McMahon.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, see McMahon shitting on people, right? I mean, it's fucking weird. I love McMahon, but what the fuck are you doing there? We don't know what these people do in their fucking personal lives. Yep, Triple H might like fucking sticking his big nose up people's shitters. I don't know what Triple H does. But see, you're right. There's like, he must have hated McMahon. But did everyone hate McMahon? What about Stephanie? It's her father. What about Shane?
Well, the fact Shane's not in the company has nothing to do with it. That kind of tells me that maybe he doesn't agree with the treatment of his father.
I just don't get it, man. I really don't. Like, it's not like me and you've ever been present at a family dinner between the McMahons and Helmsleys, right? But it doesn't make any sense to me. Like, why would he completely throw him under the bus? For something, it's not even like McMahon's been found guilty, which, by the way, he won't be. There's no reason for this hatred towards McMahon. It's Triple H, he caters to the marks, and it proves it that much. He's willing to throw his father-in-law to the fucking dogs just to cater to the fans.
I just find it very strange. I always thought people loved McMahon. And, like, I can't believe that they're all I mean, it's not like he is fucking some sort of child molester or something like that, you know. He had a consensual a consensual affair with a woman that was quite happy to do all this stuff. And we've seen the text, like, you know, she was either in love with McMahon or pretending to be in love with it. And it's just weird that everyone is turned on McMahon over that. I can accept them being disappointed. I can accept them being upset and all that stuff. But it's almost like I just can't believe that it's this little. Well, not little, but I can't believe that it's, you know, this thing that is turned everyone. I'm beginning to think that maybe they all secretly hated McMahon, and they hated, like, the work ethic and his demands as a boss and the owner of the company. And, you know, I think it might be more to do with that.
No, I think it might be that. I mean, you heard Natalya say there, oh, take as much time as you need. What? Take as much time as you need? Well, what, are they still going to get paid the same amount of fucking money despite taking as long off as they want? It's pathetic.
But you get that with wrestling now. I mean, people are just not there week in, week out. That, you know, people. Sometimes people have an absence for a month and it's not even explained.
No.
Wrestling's not made for men anymore, man. It's made for sissies.
Yep.
And that's honestly, man, I say it all the time. Nobody that's debuted in the past, like, 15 years or whatever is getting into my top 500. They're just fucking not, because they're not in the same league.
No,
we're not dealing with real wrestlers here, real men. It's people play fighting at the end of the day. I mean, that's what it fucking is.
Yep. And anyway, McMahon will always be more human than Natalya, because look at her face, folks. Botox.
Oh, hold on here, McMahon's had a lot of work done. I mean,
he has, damn it. But McMahon's 70 odds, for fuck's sake. 80? Nearly 80. McMahon not allowed to get work done.
Maybe, I don't know.
Either way, it's a disgrace. It's not just Natalya, man. It's Triple H and, like, Cody Rhodes. All these people that have just fucked them under the bus.
Remember a couple of months ago, Randy Orton was complaining about that? It's nice to be able to get time off now and not miss things. And it's like, yeah, Randy, I mean, maybe you could have made more birthdays. What if you just accepted being a janitor? By the way, no disrespect to any janitors out there.
Yeah, but see, Randy,
right, I was just trying to think of a general job, but
I'm not saying Randy couldn't have got the time off, right? But him having to work relentless under McMahon has got him to a stardom level where he can pick and choose his dates under Triple H. Yes or no?
Aye.
You know, if Randy Orton was missing lots of shows back in the day because he wanted to attend his fucking daughter's, you know, sleepover for some other fucking reason back in 2009, then maybe that would have affected his push. Things like that. McMahon created stars. Triple H creates hee-haw.
Look, John Cena. Enough said.
Aye.
Never missed a day.
Basic fuckonomics. It's a disgrace.
Even look at John Cena now, man. The guy still works flat out.
I know.
I mean, nobody works harder than that guy. He deserves everything he got. Company's full of bitches, man. That even like Punk, when he was in AEW, says that they just want to show up and do one match a month and tape vignettes and shit like that. Wrestling's dead.
Wrestling's dead. Anyway, guys, McMahon, hopefully he gets freed. Even if he gets found, what actually happens to McMahon if he's found not guilty?
No, he's fucking sold all his shares, so it's irrelevant.
Yeah, but is he going to be welcomed back like Brett? No, is McMahon going to ever be seen in WWE again?
I think the next time we'll see McMahon in WWE is when we're seeing a video package when he passes away.
That's fucking sad.
And you know, that's like, I don't even think that's a guarantee right now. I tell you what. I think if he passes away in like 5 years' time, that I'd say it probably will happen. See if he passed away No, I don't think.
Well,
you see
anyway,
them.
I'll make a promise. See if McMahon passes away and they don't do anything to recognise him, I'll fucking quit watching WWE. And that's a promise here on Fog Wrestling. They can go fucking shove it up their arse. Do you agree with that? Fuck them. I don't care about the
Tony,
millions I'm making. on
Tony
this.
Khan, I need you.
I need you, Tony.
Fuck it, I'll jump side. See if McMahon passes away and they don't give him any credit or they don't do a highlights package. How could Triple H still be in charge? Like how? Well, like I guess his final decision wouldn't really be up to him, would it?
No. Shareholders, things like
At
that.
the end of the day, man, he's just a yes boy, you know, like.
Alright, bruv. Anyway, guys, till next time. Peace.